Hey, how's it going? Tonight I want to see if I can cover my alcohol ink art with this Dorland's wax medium. Right. Pause if that's clear and then read the jobbies. Try not to move it for you. Okay, and read the... Okay, what it has in it is, it's not your basic wax like the Tim Holtz micro distress glaze, I think it's called. This contains resin. So I thought, I went on to Amazon. Every once in a while I go into Amazon. What do you mean everyone? I'm in there now. I'm in there now on the computer. I'm looking up healthy snacks. Hard to believe, I know. I go into Amazon from time to time to see if I can find sealers that are non-toxic and don't have a big fumes count, you know, like they're not highly, what's the word, fumous? I don't know what the word is. And so I found this and I thought, hey, this has resin in it. So I'm thinking this would be really good, I think. I mean, it's touted as a sealer too. So why don't I try to put it on my alcohol ink art? So this one, a few nights ago, I was sitting listening to my videos and I pulled this out and I ran it. I took, actually, I'm going to show you. I used this one because it's stained. As you can see there, it's pink. Now it's pink. But I have these silicone makeup brushes that I bought for crafting purposes. And hey, Tammy, you can put the purple on your coaster and it'll stain it pink. That's interesting. And I covered it, you know, I scooped it up and I covered it. And tonight I went in and I took my 91% rubbing alcohol and I wanted to see, this is a really good way to check to see if the sealant, if I put the wax on the whole thing. Now this is a pretty big real estate, right? To put it on there. And I just checked it over here. You can kind of see, I did buff it out. What I did was I took a paper towel. I put the sealant on, excuse me, and I got like I have a sinus infection going on and it has moved to my ears. So now I have an ear infection. So, and I went like this. Oh, I didn't do that. I was a little more careful. And I kept looking at, now see, I am seeing some purple there. And before, I didn't see any. So this is a good indicator of whether or not I buffed it. I waxed it all. Now that's very little. Where did that come from? Probably here, maybe. Like I went through and I went like this because I started this way. And I kept looking up, looking at the paper towel. And I wasn't seeing very much color coming off of it. See here, I don't think it's... What I did when I first put this stuff on is the wax medium, is I let it sit to dry, so to speak, or just to set, and I let it set for like 3 days or something. I thought, oh man, I need to go in and take the paper towel and buff it off. And when I ran my hand over it, you can feel a difference. It's kind of like, it doesn't, I can push the paper instead of slide my finger over the paper, you know. And so it kind of you can feel that waxiness. It's kind of, it's not smooth. It's not slippery, you know, or something. Here it's kind of slippery, but for the most part, it's, see, you can hear that, right? Hear that? Okay, so this picture right here is what I want to try, and then I have my wonderful hot mess picture. I just finished editing the video for this one, and this is kind of sticky too, kind of, not sticky, but not smooth flowing, like it's smoother over here or something. But generally, the terrace slate paper, this is my flower that I made, it kind of, you can move your finger back and forth, like I'm doing with my thumb here, and it doesn't move the paper. But this one does, and I'm just going to take it off these sheets here. I was just using a scrap sheet. And I can't, it doesn't, I can't do it at all. Like on this side. No, you can tell the wax is on there. It's just moving around with my finger. It's not smooth like this is, you know. And I thought, oh, I need to come on. You know, I need to come and do a video because this could be a possible fix. What I probably should have done with this one is cut it in half or cut it in squares or something so that I could be sure that I got the wax on completely, right? But I don't want to do, well, I don't mind cutting this one in half, and I could cut around these things, you know, to try and do this one. I know that this one, I'm going to show you, this one comes off. This is not, I did not put any wax on this one, so this one comes off. Like, I can practically take the color off. Look at that. And I'm trying to remember how I did this one. I don't know. I don't think I did it on camera. I think I was, oh no, I don't think I did. I think I was just messing around. When I look at it, I think this is horrible, but then when I look at it again, the next time I look at it, I'm like, that is so cool because it goes everywhere, you know. It's you know, the newbies version of alcohol ink art. And I really like this one, although I almost destroyed it by, I think I took alcohol ink markers here and to add more color. And I thought, oh, Tammy, quit while you're ahead, because I need to do something with that. I don't know if I'm going to cover this with the medium tonight. You can still see kind of shiny. I do want to try these cards as well, because that's smaller real estate. And so let me try. I know you want to see, well, show me the, I want to get this on. Okay, so the first thing I did was, this is my rubbing alcohol that I put in here. And the first thing I did was I put it here. It still has alcohol on it. And then I looked at it and there was nothing there, right? Like no color. No other color. I'm not taking any color off. Alright, totally clean. And then I went over here. And, oh, no color. Where was it? I was getting, there's a little bit of green that it's taking off. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me try a little bit more. Okay, just like that. Put a little bit more rubbing alcohol on there to see if I can reactivate it. I think it's doing a great job. Okay, there's a little bit more. Right there. But really, I mean, I'm rubbing over it, and if there was no wax on here, I would be bringing up this thing, the whole thing would be green. You know, I would be bringing up a lot. Nope. Man, that's awesome, right? I am excited about this. So this was, I think this sells for like about $21, $22, and it's a big old tub of it, right? I don't know how many ounces or milliliters or however it's meant. Okay, let me put this here. Let me check. Oh, 21.58. I wrote it on the jar. $21.58. This is a Jacquard product. Okay, there's no mention. Oh wait. 16 ounces. Hello, it's right there. Right there, 16 ounces or 21 bucks. So it does seem a bit pricey, but look how much I use. I use barely anything. I did not use a lot for this. So it's like kind of cool. I also want to see, is it going to be, when I put the rubbing alcohol over the wax sealer, is it going to be kind of weird? It does feel waxy right there. And I can see myself moving some of the surface, I guess, the wax or something. Is it going to erase putting the alcohol on over the wax? Will it erase the wax? No, I don't think so. So let me see. Oh, maybe it will. Look how green that is. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to use the fumes, the varnish and all that. I want to be able to seal this. I think it's going to work maybe if I put another coat on there. Also, I'm not planning to splash this with rubbing alcohol, but it would be nice, you know, like to put it in a frame or use it in a journal or something like that. It's not going to be reactivated with anything else, and then alcohol ink markers or anything like that. Is what I'm thinking. Oh. Ha ha ha. I was waiting for that, actually. Just a minute. I'm going to try it and try it again, and I'm not going to wait 3 days to buff it out. I'm just going to wait maybe a few minutes, or wait like 30 minutes, go, you know, turn off the camera, come back 30 minutes later and buff it out and see how it does. And I'm going to not do that one because I did that one. Although later I might maybe add another coat to it, right? Okay, so this one, without cutting it, let's see. Does this come off? No. Oh, that comes off a little. The yellow does come off a little. Those come off a little. And this is from alcohol markers, alcohol ink markers. No, they're not coming off. Maybe that one. Now, what was I saying before I got the hiccups and had to leave? Had to cut the camera? Oh, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, these right here are, I can feel when I rub across them hard, like press down, I can feel a difference. Like this one, I can feel how, I can't explain it. It's not smooth. Like these are smooth, but when I press down on this, it's kind of stuck a little bit. But it's not coming off. One of these came off a little bit, but this is big time coming off, you know. So I thought, okay, let me do the flower here then. So what I did, I'm gonna use this one anyway. Or do you want me to use a clean one? I could use a clean one. I have extras. Let's try the ones that are like that. Oh, I need too much. So you can hear. Okay, I'm going to try it. Oh, see, that's what I had the paper down. So I don't get my mat. alcohol inkified. I'm going this way. Is it coming off? That's not bad. Now see, I didn't test. This is coming off a little bit. I didn't test these. Oh, they don't come off. But they would be reactivated if I put rubbing alcohol on them. So I'm thinking if I go over and over the same spot, then I know that I'm getting good coverage, or I'm adding good coverage to it. Now the pink is kind of coming off, or the red there on the brush, just a little bit, but not a lot. I really expected when I first put it on that other picture for all that purple to come off onto the what's this called? Silicone spatula. I really expected that. But it didn't. I was kind of surprised. Now this is turning a little bit pink there on the edge. You kind of see it. So, I don't know if I like this spatula. But it's not changing the picture either. I'll see right there, you can see. I don't like this one. I don't like that it's curved like that. I thought, well, give it a whirl, see if it works for you. But I think what I'm gonna have to do is cut off the corners here and cut them down so it's a flatter surface here. And I'll do that with all of those that I have. So just a minute. That one. That's curved upward. Okay, so put these aside. I want to be able to see it too. I can kind of see when I'm rubbing the wax medium over here. This right here, this part right here. That is, I was experimenting with the colors, with the alcohol ink markers. And I wish I would have put it down here further, because it kind of, my flower got in the way, I guess. I did this first before I did the flower. So, add a nice little coat. It doesn't smell. It does say to use in a well-ventilated area, but the only time I can smell it... Let's see if I can get that off there. I'm kind of spreading the color a little bit there. Anytime I can smell this is if I put my nose right up to it. And it kind of smells like a cleaning agent, like Comet or something. You remember Comet? Does it still make Comet? Now there you can see the color on the spatula there, and it's leaving, kind of leaving a mark, a color mark. Okay, now I took that off. Okay, let's see. And I'm gonna do this part too. I figured the silicone spatula would be the best way to put it on. And do I have enough on here, do you think? Are you yelling at me to stop? Once you get the wax on there, it does flow a little bit more smoothly. I suppose I should do this orange one. Sure, why not? Okay. And yes, I'm in the camera. Might be getting in the viewing area. Might be getting my hand in the way a little bit. That kinda cannot be helped. Or prevented, rather. Which is it? Now, I didn't test this to see if this would come off with the paper towel, but we're just, since it's so close to the pink here, I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Do I have it all? It's kind of hard to see on the white Terra slate paper if I've done it. You know, I can kind of see they're not brush marks, but I guess the spatula wipes. I see the wipe marks. Wipe marks. Oh, that was way better. It didn't take off as much until I got to that pink. Okay, so that one. Now I need to put this somewhere out of Kitty's reach. Okay. Then I want to try these. You know, this looks really cool. These look cool. They're like, well, definitely abstract art. Like this one, does this come off? This one I did for grins and giggles with an alcohol ink marker, and that's just a blank card. Okay, let's see if any of these come off. I want to check this one. Blue says hi. I'll check the red especially, because that usually comes off. No, that does not come off, but it would be reactivated if I added rubbing alcohol to it, and I don't want to do that, so let's add some of this. Makes a squeaky noise. I probably should have done this, right? I don't know if I should have done that or not. So you can see the wax going on. Oh, I thought it was going to move, but it's not going to move. Oh, there we go, as soon as I say it. Okay, so we put that aside. And then these, I can put, yeah. Let's see. Careful there. Oh, the green. So the green comes off. That's interesting. Not as permanent as Jacquard says it is. Because these are Jacquard alcohol inks, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize in a caption when I edit the video. Of this. No, of this. So it didn't come off onto the spatula. That's good. Okay, put that one there. I want to try this one and see if it comes off. Any? It looks like the blue. Isn't there a blue in here? Yeah, the blue's coming off. That's weird. That the blue is coming off. That's weird to me. Okay. And not the purple. Because usually the purple is the one that comes off. No matter what kind of purple I use. Could be alcohol ink purple, or colored pencil purple, or watercolor pencil, watercolor marker, watercolor paints. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's try that. Set that aside. Okay, it's been... what time was that? I think it's been over an hour. And that's just because I was putting these out to dry, and I needed... it took me a while to figure out how to do that in one trip, because with Blue, I have to be careful that he doesn't come up here and start stepping on this, or licking it, you know, or something like that. I don't want him to get sick. Okay, so I also wiped the wax off around the edge here of these cards, and I don't think I had to do it with this sheet, no. So let's try these, the cards first. And the paper I have down is the Paycon Mixed Media paper. Oh, like this. Even though I covered the whole thing. So I wanna... Am I supposed to buff off the wax? I feel like I'm buffing off the wax. I don't think I'm supposed to do that. There really are no directions for this on the jar. Or maybe I waited too long. Who knows? Or maybe you're not supposed to do it on the card. On this card or something. Okay, let's see. It does have a shimmer, kind of a shimmer to it, but it was already kind of shiny. Maybe because of the alcohol ink markers that I use instead of the alcohol inks. There is more of a kind of a shine. Oh yeah, I think I'm pulling that off. I'm taking a closer look at it. It sounds horrible, right? If you want to buff it off, I don't imagine it's sounding that badly. Let's see. Looks horrible when I look at it. Let's see if you can see. Okay, look at that. Look at where the light panel is, and then look at that. Almost looks like there's scratches, but that's part of the wax. Let's go in the direction of the colors here. I'm afraid to test this one because I really like this. I guess I could do another one. I don't know. It looks like I'm taking the wax off on some spots and not on others. Well, maybe I have to let the cards sit for a day or so and try and get them off. And Tammy needs a tissue. Man, I just put a new box of tissues over there. And they are jam-packed in there. I'm going to push them down. Pull one out and they all want to come out, it seems like. Okay, let me put that back. Okay. Okay, so I don't know, maybe I'll let that sit for a few days or something, or let these other two sit for a few days, but I do want to see if I can buff this out. Like I said, it doesn't really have directions. It just tells you what it's good for, and it doesn't tell you. I wish it did. I wish it told me like how long to wait. Does it have to set for a while? And I didn't. It's odd that I didn't look this up. I'll try it on the side here. That I didn't look it up on the internet, because that's what I usually do. Like, oh, you're not going to tell me? Let me see if I can go online and find out. I don't think anybody's done it for alcohol inks, I guess is what I want to say. It's kind of hard to see, right? Checking to see if I have any of the color from the card. Not the color, but any of the residue, I guess. Okay, let me take a look. You can hear it, right? It's making that I've got something on me seal. I've got a sealer on me. You can hear it. Like this on the flower, I put too much on there. You can see, look at that. Ugh. So maybe I don't have to wait as long to buff it out. Okay, that looks a little better. I'm going to try it on here. I didn't really have a problem with the color coming off of there before I put it on. No. Okay, the big reveal here. Oh, that's awesome, right? A little tiny bit of pink there. Just a little bit. Oh, that's awesome. I know I did not rub it all off before I put the wax on when I ran the paper towel over it. Just a little bit. Doesn't make a sound though. And it's a little on the sticky side. Just a little bit. One of these yellows had come off earlier, before the wax. Now, nothing. I want to try this on my clipboard, the big clipboard decorating. I recently edited that video. I need to watch it before I upload it to YouTube. And wait, was that the... No, that was, I think that was with the alcohol inks, yeah. That's what brought this to mind, like, oh, Tammy, try that Dorland wax stuff. You want to try it on your alcohol inks? Give it a whirl, run a video on it. Okay, now, I think I might have to, kind of looking at it. Changing colors by my light panels. I think there's a little bit of a sheen there. It did say it does produce a little bit of luster if you buff it out. So that worked out a lot better than this one. It looks better. I think it looks better. So I'm gonna do a different. Gonna come out a little. I'm sorry if I was out of range when I was buffing around the edges there, because I had it zoomed in, and naturally I forgot that I was zoomed in. But, you know, just doing the same thing that I did here, just doing it over there. Okay. And do you want me to test it now to see if it's... I mean, if I'm going to test it, this is the one I want to test it on. No, this one maybe. Okay, there it goes. Several strokes, as you saw. Nothing on there. Okay, gonna go over here. Oh, it's pulling it off. Right there, I can see it. No, you can't pull it off. Yeah, let's pull that off there. I don't know, what did I use? Let's see if I can. That's the cat moving a box. I did not squeeze this brush pen. It's just coming out. Mr. Blue. Right there. So maybe it works for some alcohol ink colors. It's not really coming out. But not for others. Like, what did I use here? I wish I could remember. Which ones did I use? Did I use Art and Fly? I probably used Art and Fly. See, that's going... I see the pink. This is how you clean the brush with more rubbing alcohol. So, about in here. Let's go over to here. That is not coming off. Nope. Makes me wonder what I used, because aren't these test strips here? Oh, this is coming off. What was this one? So you can see it. But it's not coming off of there. That's from over here. Interesting. How about here? Nope. Oh, so it works for the most part. It does work. I would have to be careful. Maybe if I put a second layer of the wax resin on there, that maybe I could seal it even more and maybe leave it on there for a few days or even a week. Maybe it would be better. But like I said, you know, if this is something I hung up on my wall or put into a journal or something, then I would probably not add alcohol ink to it. I could even put a note, don't use alcohol ink with this picture. Unless I want to touch it up or something. Cool. What else do you want to... Do you want me to test this one here? Oh, I should test... The first ones I buffed out were these, right? So zoom in a little. And let's get in within range here so you can see it. I want to make sure I have it. No. Sometimes the green, I'll do the green part. That's this teal. I'll do those last. The blue here, and then the purple. Is this coming off? Nope. Nope, that's amazing because purple anything, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me at all. And the green too, wow. That's amazing. I like it. Okay. Add a little more rubbing alcohol to that. That is not coming up. Let me do these here. I'm thinking that this looks like I added rubbing alcohol, of course, and then blew it this way. So I'm wondering if I use the magenta alcohol ink, the Senorita Magenta, I think it is. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is it coming? Is the yellow coming? The yellow is coming off a little bit. I don't know if you can see any tint of yellow there. No, maybe it's just that other yellow. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, that's coming off. Staring at it long enough. I'm like starting to see things. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna keep working at it and see if I can, you know, finesse it, I guess, polish it to see what works and what doesn't work. I really don't want to buy the varnish because I could, you know, open the garage door and do it in well-ventilated areas. Down here, we have such windy days that I could just see my stuff flying all over the place. Okay. So, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. And let's hit the spinner so you can have a day. Have a wonderful day. Bye.